This fall, school is back in session, and a brand new take on the high school dark comedy is about to rule the metaphorical halls of Netflix. On September 16, Stranger Things' Maya Hawke and Riverdale's Camila Mendes will be taking over their school, and taking revenge, in the 80s and 90s inspired coming-of-age romp Do Revenge. In an interview with Elle, director Jennifer Kaytin Robinson breaks down the inspiration behind her sophomore feature film and talks themes, wardrobe, and their incredible heavy-hitter cast. Do Revenge is a dark comedy that finds two unlikely Miami high schoolers, the queen bee Drea, Mendes, and transfer student Eleanor, Hawke, uniting together with a common goal, revenge. When Drea's golden boy boyfriend Max, played by Euphoria's Austin Abrams, leaks Drea's private sex tape, and a girl starts a vicious rumor about Eleanor, essentially outing her to the entire school, the two now harbor a shared thirst for vengeance. When they unexpectedly run into one another, the girls devise a plan to punish each other's offenders. In an attempt to make something that paints with all the colors of adolescence, no one in the film is a black and white villain or hero. According to the director, Do Revenge will leave audiences hard-pressed for someone to cheer for or hate, and will question what being a bad person really means. Collider video of the date. In anticipation of the upcoming release, Netflix has released first-look photos to drum up excitement in Do Revenge. The newly released photos show Mendes and Hawke dressed to kill in some of Moorehead's work, as well as growing closer in their schemes. For director and co-writer Robinson, the aesthetic for Do Revenge is deconstruction, but also unapologetically pop. Why? Name-checking iconic films like 1999's Cruel Intentions and Jawbreaker, she and producer Peter Cron, American Ultra. Backwards engineered this story of revenge off of what would it be like to take the fun, thrillery stakes of a Hitchcock movie and put it in high school. While the movie is expected to be fun and as funny as Robinson's previous films, it will also acknowledge heavier themes like bullying and accountability for one's self. Suggesting that not all is as it seems in the film, Robinson cryptically says, "Whatever you think this movie is, it's that, but it's also different." In keeping with those John Hughes and late 90s vibes, the wardrobe will be as much a character as Drea and Eleanor. Helmed by costume designer Elena Moorehead, after, the Miami locals will be dripping from head to toe in sequins, pastels and feathers, recalling culture-defining high school flicks like The Heathers and Clueless. Aiming to create a look that both feels nostalgic, but also doesn't exist. Moorehead custom designed most of the wardrobe to give classic a modern spin. The cast is just as sparkling as the unique costume designs, boasting a slate of young breakout stars like Euphoria's Abrams. We We joke that they are like the young Hollywood Avengers, Robinson said after co-writing the MCU's most recent Phase 4 film Thor: Love and Thunder with director Taika Waititi. They call themselves the Revengers, which we love. She goes on to say that these familiar faces are more than modern Hollywood royalty, but that they're all extremely talented and were meant for these two revenge parts. The crew so believed in the chosen cast members that 6 weeks prior to filming, they pushed production from Elle. To Atlanta in order to allow for Hawke's commitments to her other Netflix gig Stranger Things. Though co-writer Celeste Ballard, Space Jam: A New Legacy, and Robinson wrote the script with nobody in mind, the auditions proved the film belonged to these two leads. Robinson on what she hopes audiences get from Do Revenge. Do Revenge is director Robinson's second feature film after 2019's Netflix movie Someone Great starring Gina Rodriguez, DeWanda Wise and Brittany Snow. It is produced by Robinson, Cron, Anthony Bregman, and executive produced by Matt Levin and Joshua Bachov. The film also stars Game of Thrones Sophie Turner, Rish Shah who plays Cameron in the Disney Plus series Ems. Marvel as Russ Lee, Outer Banks Jonathan Davis as Elliot, Alicia Bowe, 13 Reasons Why, as Dreas Tryhard Woke Ally Best Friend Tara, Cassidy McClincy, The Walking Dead, as Ashlyn, Paris Burrells, Talia Ryder, West Side Story, as Gabby, Eliza Bennett as Jessica and more. Do Revenge will be available to stream on Netflix on September 16th. Check out the stills from Netflix below. Check out an interview with Do Revenge director Jennifer Kaytin Robinson on co-writing Thor: Love and Thunder below.